right? Oh, I've probably just insulted the whole county of Suffolk. I do apologise. You know, Tractor Boy, I was going for the farmer. No? Alright. Let's just get on with it. So what is going on, people, and welcome to the start of the Ipswich Town save. Sorry, I was flapping around with my keyboard there. Yes, despite the dodgy hat in the intro, although I didn't buy that specifically for this series, I actually wear that in public. But yes, we are Ipswich Town, as you can see on screen. We have been confirmed as the manager of Ipswich Town. I announced this a little while ago. And something that I'm really looking forward to get stuck into. I haven't managed in League One for quite a while. Just going through the stuff here. Develop players using the club's youth system. Sign players under the age of 22. Play entertaining football. Okay. They want us to win promotion straight off the bat. And then just to become an established Sky Bet Championship team. That is fine. Obviously, we want to be doing better than that. So the reason that I chose Ipswich is, of course, they have recently been relegated to League One. But for as long as I've been into football, I saw the first game I went to was 1999. I was 4 years old, and since then, Ipswich have always I'm looking at their history now. They've had 2 seasons in the Premier League. Obviously, they had that incredible year where they got into the what is now the Europa League straight after they got promoted. Then got relegated the next season. They've been a Championship ever present ever since. Obviously, being a Reading fan, I've come up against them a number of times. But then last season they finished rock bottom of the Championship and now find themselves in League One. But it is a team steeped in history and kind of similar to Malaga last year. Sort of a team that has done really well and has fallen off a little bit. So we're going to try and build them back up. And just looking at their honours as well. They have, if I can actually find it, wrong page, excellent. Wikipedia, don't let me down now. Here we go. So, they won the Europa League in 1981. Massive achievement for them. They've won what is now the Premier League once as well in 1962. Bit of a throwback. But they've had, they've won the FA Cup as well. So they've had their successes. And obviously Bobby Robson, an integral part of that club's history, was there for a number of years, did wonderful things for that club. So, hopefully we can emulate a bit of Bobby. That would be the absolute dream. But we are going to take Ipswich as high as we possibly can. If we can better that Europa League win, then that would be amazing. This save is going to go on for the foreseeable future. There could well be a similar number of episodes to Malaga, if not more. So I hope you're ready for the ride. I hope you're going to enjoy it. But we are going to get stuck straight in. So, like I said, I haven't managed in League One for a long, long time. I'm not really familiar with Ipswich these days. We're just going to accept this current vision. We're just going to take a quick look around the squad and the staff. So let's have a look then at the squad. I am playing this on the update, full disclosure. So this is my general screen that I have with all my custom, columns. Excellent, good use of words. So according to the assistant manager, the best player at the club is Emir Hughes. Good enough to be a Championship player. It's always good to see. Central midfielder. And yeah, really good player. So just coming back from injury as well. So massive that we've got him back as well. There are players in it that I recognise. Luke Chambers has been at this club for a long, long time now. Signed from Forest. I've always rated him, although he is getting on now, bloody hell, 33, but still rated fairly highly. Luke Wolfenden, again, young player, lots of potential. Hopefully we can keep hold of him, although he is wanted by Premier League teams, so that could be difficult. Luke Garbett is 26 now, crikey. He feels like he's been a really solid option for Championship teams for, forever, and it explains why, because 26. We're lucky enough to get him at League One. And yeah, he's certainly going to be playing. Who else? Cole Skuse has been around forever and a day. 33 now as well. Gwion Edwards. I'm going to turn off my phone again. Who else have we got? Teddy Bishop, Andre Dazelle, Alan Judge. Armando Dobra. So we've got some really good players, some good players with potential as well. In terms of staff, who's my assistant manager? Right. That may need to change, but we'll see. Anyway, going to do all the boring stuff, pre-season transfers, and we will come back for the first game of the season, which is away at Burton Albion, just down the road from me actually. We have a friendly against Real Madrid. And, I mean, Spurs are there, but Real Madrid, I mean, the money will be good, but we need to put a friendly in there that we're actually going to win. Jesus, right. I'll see you at the end of the summer. We'll see you for Burton. Well, I am back. It is the first game of the season and we are ready to take on Burton Albion. Now, pre-season went a lot better than I expected. If you follow me on Twitter, and I tweeted this out in real time not that long ago, yeah, we beat Real Madrid in our friendly. Yeah, I don't really know how we've done that. Looking at the stats, I mean, it was a fairly even game, actually. I say fairly even. They had more shots, more possession, more clear-cut chances. They hit the woodwork 3 times. We have FM'd them a bit, but just the fact we've even pulled this off. And I mean, look at their players as well. They played as like a full-strength team. I feel like the save's complete already. But as we said, the only friendly we lost was at home to PSV, and I thought, oh god, this could be a long pre-season. We then beat Ghent 2-0 at home, which was really impressive. Beers shot away 6-1, DC United and Real Madrid 1-0. It's been a superb pre-season, and I really fancy us. The leasing.com trophy has just happened. I really don't care for that thing. I'll show you the group anyway. Oxford, Plymouth, Spurs under 23s. There you are. The board don't care about it either. So I doubt we'll show much of it. Maybe a game or two. In terms of signings, no one's gone out. A few people have gone out on loan. Just a few youngsters. We've got quite a lot of youngsters with potential at this club. Some of them only League One potential, but still nice to see 4 or 5 stars. We've made one signing because as you can see, we got no money. And we only had about this to start with. Loaning all the players, we made a bit of extra room. You may have already seen him there. We've signed Jonathan Lecco on loan for the season. Really excited about this one. 3.5 star current ability. As a winger, I mean, you know, some stats not great. Crossing of 10. But then he is playing as an inside forward. Finishing of 12. He scored a couple of goals in pre-season. Absolutely rapid as well. So, yeah, really excited to get him in. He was on the loan list at West Brom, so yeah, we've got him in, and that's the only signing we're probably going to make. I've been on the lookout for a defensive midfielder because we have. I'll show you the tactic in a minute. But yeah, we just can't afford to bring one in on loan, to be honest. I wanted to show you as well injuries. We have some serious injuries at this club. 3 players, all with cruciate knee ligament injuries. Okay. Donation got injured in pre-season, but Sears, Bishop and Earl, all like knee ligament injuries, all out for a long time, which is really annoying. I just saw Earl there, ankle ligaments. One guy's going out for a year because he's broken his back, which is excellent. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of these guys, maybe Josh Earl would be starting, and maybe Freddie Sears, but I'm not too sure. So we've done all right in pre-season, so I'm not too concerned, but it would be nice to have these guys back as soon as possible. Chambers is captain. He's a superb captain. His leadership is like 19. Unfortunately suspended for the opening game. So, yeah, a little disappointing is that. But, hey-ho, we crack on. So this is the team and the tactic we're going to play. We're going with a gegenpress. Maybe a little bit OP this year. It's really worked for us though. I've mainly gone with this. The other tactic we're training is a 4-2-4 wing play. For a League One side, that's certainly, you know, more familiar to what we would play. But just because the board want entertaining football is why I've gone for the gegenpress. It's a positive mentality. It should be good. I mean, we beat Real Madrid for goodness sake, so we should be doing all right. So this is the team. I'll introduce you to the players as well. I was familiar with quite a few of these names, but not many. So in goal we have Will Norris. He's on loan from Wolves. I didn't realise he was 25, interestingly. But yeah, he's had a solid pre-season, really good for us. It's quite tight between him and our other goalkeeper, Thomas Holy. It's such a good name. I did debate changing his name actually to something religious. Let me know if that's something I should do. Maybe like just call him Father or something. That'd be quite funny. Father Thomas or something. But yeah, it is quite close with these two. But I am going to go with Norris. At right back, we have Kane Vincent-Young, who's actually brought in this season, or the start of this season, from Colchester. Quite young, decent player, got some potential to improve decent stats. So yeah, could be a good acquisition for us. At the back, as we said, we would prefer to have Chambers, but unfortunately suspended. So we've got Luke Wolfenden, already pointed this guy at the start. And yeah, James Wilson, not the striker. 30-year-old centre-back, never heard of this guy, but he's third choice centre-back, so he's going to fill in for Chambers. And then Luke Garbutt at left-back. Between him and Josh Earl, when Josh Earl's fit, if hopefully he doesn't decline, then yeah, it'll be tight between those two. Defensive midfield, we've got Cole Skuse, 33 years old, but he's just going to sit there as a defensive midfielder, do his thing, been solid in pre-season. Midfielders, we are really fortunate. We've got a lot of strength in depth. Teddy Bishop is there. Unfortunately, he's out for a long time, but still 3 really good players. Flynn Downs is one player, 20 years old, already 4-star current ability, got 5-star potential. In this system, we use I think it's a box-to-box of Carolero. So yeah, having Downs, and we've got Emma Hughes on the other side, who's someone I already pointed out, bombing on up and down. Yeah, those two have been really good, and I'm really excited to have those two as well. Others as well, we've got Alan Judge here. He's been great. A lot of players have been great in pre-season, but again, someone that I really like. Is more natural as a number 10, but we're not playing one. Is very comfortable playing deeper though. On the right, as we said, maybe Freddie Sears will play, but we've gone with Guion Edwards, someone that we've already mentioned. On the left, as we've seen, Jonathan Lecco. Our other option, Danny Rose, not too bad, but Lecco is head and shoulders above him really. And then up top, Caden Jackson. He hasn't scored too many goals actually, and as you can see, it's declining. We have got Will Keane as well. Of course, he's been knocking about FM for a long old time, but he isn't fully fit. I've been playing Caden Jackson up top anyway, so yeah. And then we've got a few options on the bench, but we will meet the rest of the squad as and when we go through. So away to Burton, first game of the season, but we've just come off a win to Real Madrid. Hopefully we can start with 3 points. So looking at the Burton team then, just down the road from me, as I already said earlier in the video, they've gone for a flat 5 in midfield. Burton always quite tricky team I've found in FM, but plenty of players that we know of. Nathan Broadhead is someone that we actually... It's bizarre because he came to our... So I'm a sports journalist student, if you don't know. And we had Nigel Clough come and do a talk with us, and he brought a couple of Burton players. One of them was Nathan Broadhead. As far as I knew, he was a left back. But in FM, he's an attacking player, and he's not bad at that, actually. But yeah, he's going to be starting up front for them. Jamie Murphy, Stephen Quinn, former Reading player, Lucas Akins, John Brayford, Richard Narty was the other player that Clough bought with him on loan from Chelsea. So yeah, decent players in there for Burton. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, coming off a win against Real Madrid, we should be in good spirits to get a win in this one. I'm going to say to the boys to go out there and make a difference for the fans, and the game begins. I didn't change the assistant manager in the end. Decided to stick with him. Just going to go with it. I'm already I use the what they like, you know, when you tick use appropriate badge and reputation for this level, and I picked that, and yeah, it only gave me a Continental A license, but they're already giving me a pro license, and Jonathan Lecco scores on his League One debut. That's gonna take some getting used to saying, and I forgot to turn on replays. Typical me, but we do take the lead. A really good ball from Kane Vincent-Young, did well to latch onto the goal kick. Bomb down the right, lovely ball in. Lecco unmarked at a far stick, and we get off to an absolutely flying start. Actually gonna zoom in a little bit on this pitch, but Vincent-Young has the ball. Flynn Downs cuts inside. Cole Skuse, we work it across the midfield. Garbutt is poised to make that run forward. The wing back's so important to the system. Hughes with the long range effort and puts it just wide. I'm gonna have to get used to doing that, because when I made videos before, luckily that header was straight at Norris. Normally when I haven't had a camera, if we miss a chance or whatever, I'm so used to like reacting like a fan would, just like, oh, whatever. And obviously it's not great to put your hands on and around your face in a cow, so or while you're on camera, should I say. So that's going to take some getting used to. But then I guess it gives it quite an authentic feel, because I genuinely get invested in these saves. As we come forward again, Lecco with a header just wide. I did it again, the head goes back. We do lead, not too much to see in the first half there, but we do lead, and it looks like we have dominated the game as well. Going to say to the guys about the fans again, give them the you can still improve, tends to work. They all look happy. But yeah, considering pre-season we had, I am looking forward to this. Excuses there, but shots blocked. Jackson couldn't quite get on the end of it, as I have an itch. I apologise. But yeah, into the second half, and we've started brightly, but Burton looked like they might have a chance of their own. Broadhead crosses blocked, only as far as Fraser. Powell now, out wide to Hutchinson, and crosses blocked. I was a little bit disappointed that Edwards wasn't tracking, but we hit them on the counter. Green Edwards from box to box, cuts back, ball in. Lecco is there, and Lecco grabs his second. What a debut this is turning out to be for Jonathan Lecco. What? Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, we'll just have goals. Yeah, we come forward again. What a start this has been. Jackson now getting involved. Into the box, he shoots, and his shot never really troubling the keeper. But we're looking good so far. And yeah, can you tell I'm excited? That to be fair, I've had 2 Red Bulls today, and that win against Real Madrid is absolutely made me buzzing. Garbett, free kick, whips it in. Downs is there, and Downs, he gets himself on the score sheet. He's not the tallest of players, is he? 5'8", but he's at the back post with a header. We lead 3-0, and I think we finally get a highlight. Garbett swings it in. Downs there, all the space and time that he needs. 3-0, job done. I am going to make a couple of changes actually, because we've got quite a busy schedule. Obviously, League One. You know, with get into the FA Cup early, Leasing.com Trophy, Carabao Cup as well. We've got a lot to contend with. So yeah, it's you know, trying to keep players fresh will be paramount. Well, double substitution down that right hand side. We've put Luke Wolfenden out to right back. Brought on a guy called Indaba, who's a youngster at centre half, and we've switched Lecco. Norris does well to claim, and he releases it early. What a ball, Jackson. He's worked himself to space, and Caden Jackson, what a goal that was. 4-0, we go top of the table. The distribution from Norris, I didn't expect it, but look how quick, straight away, finds Jackson in space. The touch is superb to get it round the defender, and he hasn't done much of this. He's squandered a lot of one-on-one chances, but he buries that one with great effect. 4-0, Burton looking uninterested, and we have done a superb job on them today. One more substitution. Hughes is looking a little tired, so we'll bring on Alan Judge, switch those 2 round, and yeah, we what a start this has been to the series. As the time ticks down now, and that is going to be that for this game. 4-0 win. What a start to the season, boys. A very nice victory, well done indeed. And look at that, sitting top of the tree. We actually play Sunderland next. You know, they're pre-season favourites for the league, so it's a good early battle, but it is the next game. So we'll maybe show you Sunderland later in the season. In terms of when we will be back, I was actually slagging off the competition, but let's do Oxford in the Leasing.com Trophy, just because, as a Reading fan, Oxford is a local derby to me, and we will play them in the league this season, but to get a nice victory over them early would be decent. So we'll play Oxford and Rochdale in the league. Plenty of games to come between now and then, and we've got some decent teams as well. Sunderland and Peterborough, certainly no slouches. So hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed that, and hopefully, you know, you've enjoyed the new setup, you know, now with the face cam as well. I've done a couple of videos with that. I didn't put it out on Twitter, but yesterday, as I record this on Monday, I released a different video for me, Wonder Kids for the Championship. Go and check it out. It's on the channel now. It's got some good reviews as of at the time of recording, so thank you to those people. But yeah, if you're looking forward to the Ipswich save, guys, drop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.